Hi there, it's Kevin with GatheringMagic.com here with match number 3 with our Waste Not deck. Yes, we'd like to play first. Keepable hand, 2 lands, Waste Not. We got Black Cats, we have Whips. Keep this. See what we're up against here. So if we're up against aggro, this is a great hand. Up against control, it's not that great of a hand. But we can go ahead and go first turn Blood. Bloodfell Caves, gain a life. Pass it to our opponent. And we have some options here. It most likely will be Waste Not. So we do need to hit into one more land source at least for the Secret or Mind Rot. It's going to be a Temple of Deceit. Could be up against Sidisi Whip again. Could be up against a black-blue control. So resolving this Waste Not is very crucial against a control deck. Alrighty, so there's the Waste Not. Didn't get our third land source, so not going to see a third turn Secret. But I'm going to sign in Blood next turn for a land. And hope again that we're not going up UB control. So he could have mainboard and negate. We do get a swamp here. This point, I think just resolving a Black Cat's fine. Put some pressure on him, even though it's not the greatest pressure. Just a 1 damage per turn. This is going to be a Grixis build. And Thassa coming out. So this is an interesting match. I have no clue what we're up against. There's the Gray Merchant. I think the obvious choice here is just to sign in Blood. Would have loved to have any sort of discard here. And this will allow us, though, to do the Bloodfell Caves. And attacking with the Black Cat. Wonder if Thassa's just in here to scry. This could be 4-color control. I know there's a 4-color control going around right now. I think they do run one of Thassa and a Keranos in here as well. As their kind of scry and draw. Keep them off dead cards. But, I mean, we don't have to worry about any sort of Banishing Light or exile for our enchantments. In fact, without green and white, there's not really many ways to deal with Waste Not. Especially if he taps out here. It's going to be a Master of Ways just for 2. We can Murderous Cut it. But I think that just resolving a Whip here might be the better play. I have no clue what I'm up against here. Or just even a Gray Merchant. Or just another Waste Not. I could go, yeah, I could go Waste Not here and then another Black Cat. And now he can give his guys unblockable. But that's going to take all of his mana. We have time to stabilize, and now Gray Merchant's going to do some really good damage here. Still not in line with Murderous Cut. I mean, again, I could have just Murderous Cut, got rid of the Master Waves and called that good. But should be interesting. I have not a clue what else would be in here with Master Waves. Thassa. Just not a lot of good devotion cards to utilize with Master Waves. I've tried and tried and tried. Still the best thing I can think of is Chief Engineer with Hall of Triumph. But then Master Waves really just feels like kind of a Blade Splicer, getting 1 extra token for 4 mana. Sometimes you get 2. But here comes Master Waves number 2. Which is really going to force my hand to Murderous Cut. One of them. I am going to attack in with a Black Cat. And hope he blocks with an Elemental. But there's no way. Think we do need just main phase this. Or, you know what? I can actually cast a Grey Merchant. He has enough mana that'll make 2 of them unblockable. If I go Whip here, that makes Grey Merchant hit for a little bit more. I don't know if that's significant enough. We'll just Grey Merchant. Down to a 12. I mean, if we draw into another Grey Merchant, it's getting close to lethal. So up to 3 of them unblockable. He can't really attack in with everything. Murderous Cut's going to take these elementals down to size. And, okay, trips on the Master of Waves. Now they're huge. And it looks like he is attacking in. So I'm going to block the Black Cat and take 4, 8, 12, 16 damage. Hopefully this gets me some blockers here. And not lands that are in his hand. It's going to be a Grey Merchant and a Sign in Blood. Both are very significant. Jeez, it's almost feel like Murderous Cutting my own Black Cat. But there's 2 Murderous Cuts. So many elemental tokens, though. I just don't know if I can come back from this. With, yeah, even that many elemental tokens, I don't have enough ways to kill all the Master of Waves. Grey Merchant will gain me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 life, putting me down to a 5. I could Murderous Cut a Black Cat and then hope to draw into enough mana. Well, I think I'm going to Sign in Blood myself. I think that's the best play. It reduces the cost of the Murderous Cuts. If I can draw into something else, I guess the right play would have been to Murderous Cut one of those Master Waves earlier to make those elemental tokens go away. But I had no clue he's going to have trips on the Master of Waves. So, again, yeah, I can't really block enough. I really think that's my smartest move, is just Murderous Cut on my own Black Cat. And then just hope for a miracle here by having double lands in hand and then enough lands for me to cast the Whip of Erebos and the Grey Merchant. So it does get a 2/2 zombie. I still don't think that's going to be enough blockers. And then now I'm still not going to be able to... I can Murderous Cut one of the Masters. And then, yeah, I don't have enough blockers. There's no way. So, triple Master of Waves gets me. This sideboard, the Bile Blights, the Pharika's Cures, all of that stuff is going to come in. I don't think we need Drown in Sorrow. I think just Pharika's Cure will be enough. At this point, maybe Black Cats, maybe Masters can come out. Other than he seems like he's a little bit clunky with his deck. So, and then Murderous Cut, Bile Blights, and Pharika's Cure do the job that Murderous Cut does. I think I'm going to take the Murderous Cuts out. I'm also going to take out a Mind Rot and a Black Cat. And I think we'll just keep this as is. Master Feast will stick in here. And again, I don't think I'll immediately get rid of the Master. There's no way I could have anticipated that there was 3 Master Waves in his hand. So If I would have played that differently and just immediately got rid of the Master Waves, 2 of the elemental tokens would have been gone. That would have made his other Master not be able to create more. I would have saved myself some life on that turn, and I think that after that we would have been okay. But I'll play more aggressively this game. Hopefully we get an aggressive draw, and we can actually... Well, that's not going to work, so we're going to mulligan. And this does work, though. I actually like this hand. We'll keep it. I'm in Evolving Wilds, and we'll just grab a Swamp. Now, we do need a Waste Not, but we got a Freegus Cure and a Bile Blight to take care of a Master. Again, I have no clue what else he has in his deck. There's the Waste Not. Looking like a great hand now, especially if we get another land. So I'm thinking Treasure Cruise is going to be in here with all the... Miss the land drop, but, I mean, we have time. Double Bile Blight's going to take care of any sort of Master Waves. Hoping Thassa doesn't come out, because again, then he just starts to scry away all the lands. I wonder if it's like Hordeling Outbursts and like Perforos. It can be a Chasm Skulker. I'm going to go ahead and just take care of that right now. And we'll cast another Waste Not. Once we hit that third land source with the Mind Rot, we should be in great shape. So nothing was cast. I do have to worry about a counterspell. In this format, though, I don't think so. We'll just Mind Rot him. And if it resolves, I have a hard time thinking he's going to come back from this. So we're going to be able to draw a ton of cards here. Stoke the Flames. And a Lightning Strike go to the graveyard. Again, we can handle anything that comes out. Except for that. That is going to be 3 damage per turn or additional cards. Grey Merchant's going to be fine. That's going to come out soon. I think we just resolve the Whip. Whip's going to be very hard for him to deal with. And we have the Bile Blights to protect us against any sort of Master Waves. If he has more Chasm Skulkers. I'm thinking maybe Perforos and Hordeling Outburst is in here. And I don't think that he's really trying for Master Waves to get a lot of devotion. I really think that it's... Ew, that's going to be a rough one to deal with. There's the Phoenix. Have to kill that twice. But we'll just go ahead and cast a Grey Merchant. It's down to a 12. I'm up to a healthy 24. Pluto Delta will put him down to a 11. And even with like Sign of Blood, I can use it actually aggressively against him. But yeah, I think that Perforos is going to be in here. Hordeling Outburst is going to be here. Chasm Skulker. Just a kind of a Grixis token deck. Divination is going to draw him cards. That actually helps me with the ability to make him discard cards. Because he'll have plenty of cards for me. And I don't know if you attack him with Ash Cloud here. And Ash Cloud, when what does it say? When he unmorphs it, it's 2 damage. So I'll let him unmorph it. It'll do 2 damage to him. And what is he going to just stoke the flame my Grey Merchant? I don't think that's definitely not the right play if he stoke the flames. Stoke the flames his own guy. Really don't understand that play. And it did look like a misclick. So apologize, lagging really bad here. Don't know if it's server lag or if it's me. We'll check here in a second. Alright, so it seems like we came across some pretty rough lag there. I couldn't click through a lot of that attack phase. Or main phase there. So we're on main phase number 2 now. I think everything's sorted out. So he targeted his own Stoke the Flames on the Ash Cloud Phoenix on accident. And yeah, that's really going to be tough for him. This is going to allow me to... Yeah, I can just Bile Blight and get rid of it and be done with it. Kind of want him to morph. Don't really have anything in the graveyard, do I? Nothing in the graveyard. I think I'm just going to Sign in Blood myself to try to hit something else that I can... Yeah, there we go, like this Mind Rot. And I don't see him coming back from this, as he's going to have to discard 2 cards. One being a temple, which is going to add me more lands. I mean, I can even Black Cat and Bile Blight my own Black Cat, which I think is what I'm going to do. So, was Black Cat here. And he wants this last one for sure, so we'll cure it. And it gets rid of the Master Wave. So we get plenty of zombies here. You can go ahead and just play a Caves. And attacking with the Grey Merchant. He's down to 9. We're still at 27. Again, there's no way he's going to come back from this. I think he just shoots down a zombie. He can unmorph his Phoenix. And it will do 2 damage to each of us. I can whip back a Black Cat. Not much else I can whip back, and actually whipping back a Black Cat's not that great. Can't quite double Bile Blight my Grey Merchant and whip it back. In fact, not even close. We're still quite a few lands off. But just with a Magma Jet in his hand, I guess the ability to Magma Jet another zombie and save himself some life and some damage from me gaining some life. But I don't think, I can't remember the mana cost. I think it's 6 mana to unmorph this. Not quite sure. I guess we'll see here, because he's definitely not Magma Jetting here. So yep, 6 mana, it's going to do 2 damage each player, which hurts him a lot more than it hurts me. And yeah, I mean, I can Bile Blight that back if I want. But really, Tymaret, however you pronounce this guy's name, is going to be the nail in the coffin, as I can just attack in with the Grey Merchant and the zombie token. He doesn't have enough for the Magma Jet. And then we'll be able to sacrifice both of... Oh, not quite both of them, I guess. So he's still in this. Well, not if he does that. He's not in it. Because now we can just whip it back. Alright, so sideboard again. Now that I know that it's way more of a token-based deck, maybe Drown in Sorrow is a lot better than even these murderous, any murderous cuts. All the murderous cuts are actually out. Despise can get rid of a Thassa and a Keranos. I think I'm just gonna put two Despises in here. I'm just gonna go with the one of Tymaret. Black Cat, just a one of. And I think that we will put in one Drown in Sorrow. Maybe two. He doesn't really have any way to deal with Master, though. Master of the Feast, if it comes out, it does give him cards, is the only problem I'm having. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go down to Mind Rot. Maybe that's not the right move, but I want one Drown in Sorrow in here just as an out. And I'm gonna go ahead and submit this. Decent hand. We got a Necromancer Stockpile. It's better when we have more Tymarets in our library now that I've cut one. It's not as powerful. But if we do get the Tymaret, we have the Pharika's Cure to take care of a Chasm Skulker or a Master of Waves. So we'll just go ahead and Bloodfell Caves. No Waste Not this game. Again, this deck really does revolve around Waste Not. We'll have the Sign of Bloods to find it, though. Which, there we go, we got the combo, so just go ahead and resolve the Stockpile. See if he brought in, like, negates. If he did, he didn't care about the Stockpile. And he just chooses to Lightning Strike me, which actually costs him a damage to do so. Okay with that. And there's the Chasm Skulker, so we definitely will just take care of that. So, oops, wanted to do the caves there, but this will work. Go ahead and thin out our deck and cure this off before we can get any advantage out of it. Now, I hope he doesn't Master here, because I don't have an answer for a Master. It's just a Wall of Frost, which does absolutely nothing. I think that we'll go ahead and use the Bloodstained Mire here to, once again, go get, I think, a Mountain at this point. No, because we have the Bloodfell Caves. I think it's just still another Swamp. And he's got 3 cards left in hand. Rakshasa's Secret's nice here. I'm just going to sign in Blood myself, because we can Tymaret at any time. Most likely on his end step is when I'm going to do it. But I'm going to draw 2 cards. There's a Drown in Sorrow. That's going to take care of any sort of Master Waves. And now we have the Necromancer Stockpile to discard our Murder King. 3 cards in hand. I hope he casts something here. And then Rakshasa's Secret will actually get rid of the last 2 cards in hand. That's me a Prognostic Sphinx. That's actually pretty good. I have no way to deal with it. But we do get the 2 cards out of his hand. There's a Waste Not. Waste Not can actually, yeah, that was an amazing draw. But we do have to worry about that Prognostic Sphinx. It's going to be able to get him that scrying each turn. Grey Merchant is going to help us stabilize, though. Another great draw. We'll Waste Not. And Secret. Which gets a Master Waves and a Polluted Delta, which allows me to sign in Blood or bring back Murder King, either one. But I believe... Yeah, I actually believe we'll... get back the Murder King. I want to use the Sign of Blood maybe with like another way to make him discard a card. I'm going to be taking 3 here, unfortunately. And he's got the Wall of Frost. It's going to make it so I can't really attack with the zombies. But the good news is I don't really need to be attacking with zombies. I'm just going to be sacking them to Murder King. See how he scries here. Now, discarding a card's not that great versus Waste Not to give it hexproof. But again, there's all of the Murderous Cuts are in the sideboard, so really there's no way that the Sphinx is going to go down. So bottom, top, bottom. And there's Thassa. And Thassa's actually active. Now this makes it a lot more deadly of a game. But I think the right play here is just to a Gray Merchant. Gain us back some life. And he already wants that on top, so it's kind of redundant with the scrying. But I'm going to be taking 8 here. I'm going to have to find some more Gray Merchants very quickly. Stokes that one. I'm okay with that because it's a way I can get it back with Whip. And now he's not going to be able to give his Thassa unblockable. And if I do draw into a secret, I can actually make him draw 2 cards and then force him to discard them, which might be a good interaction. So yeah, so Thassa, we need to find the Whip. Bile Blight can actually kill a Thassa as well with the Drown in Sorrow. Go down to a 15. Good news is we have a lot of card draw. Despise is absolutely nothing. I mean, I could Sign of Blood and Despise and hopefully hit something. He put them all on the bottom, though, so he didn't want any of them. Oh, no, one of them is on top. I wonder what if it is a creature, if it is a Master of Waves, if we make him draw it and then Despise it. I don't think that's the right play. I think the right play is just to discard the Tymaret to draw a card. Give me another zombie. Master Feast can actually block the Prognostic Sphinx. He can give the Prognostic Sphinx unblockable. But, I mean, this is a way that drawing into the other Gray Merchant can actually win. So I'm actually liking the Master Feast. Probably should have tapped the mana differently. Now he's got to choose how he uses his mana here. Most likely going to give both Thassa unblockable and his Prognostic Sphinx unblockable. But Whip gets me out of this. So does another Gray Merchant. Again, I could just block here with the Master. I don't think I'm going to do so. Just going to take the damage. And he kept a land on top, huh? Well, he's going to draw a card. It allows me to Despise. Or just Secret. Secret's actually better here. Hope he didn't get an instant. It was a land. Which, putting me down to 8 is very, very rough. I don't know if I can do that. I guess I could have signed in Blood him. Really would only have one more turn. Yeah, it's going to be sacrificing the zombie. And then discarding to draw another card. We need to hit into the Gray Merchant. Cure's nice. It can gain me back some life if needed. But I just attack him with the Master of... Yeah, the Masters is how I'm going to do it. Take him down to an 8. I'm going to go ahead and cure. Just on the Prognostic Sphinx is fine. I hope he actually does. Now, let's go on the Wall of Frost to gain myself 2 life. Don't know if it's going to do anything. If he's got to Stoke the Flames, I'm just dead. Because we can attack in with the Master and then... No, we'd still need some way for Tymaret. And this gives him another card too, so... Oh, there's the Gray Merchant. That should just be game. I could Despise first, but no need. Gray Merchant will do plenty of damage. And again, if it's just that Stoke the Flames... That's the only card in his hand, in his deck that could do it here. Oh, he's got a Lightning Strike. It could be double Lightning Strike. Will actually do it as well. Oh, down to a 2, actually. Oh, but I can just attack in with the Master. And or just sign in Blood. So we barely pull that one off. Thassa got scary there. I forgot the power of Thassa. We haven't seen Thassa in a long time since Mono Blue Devotion has been out of standard. But we'll go on to last match here. This has been Kevin with GatheringMagic.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching Playing on a Budget. If you haven't already, please subscribe to Gathering Magic and check out our Playing on a Budget playlist, which contains every episode. Thanks again and hope to see you soon.